Hey guys, so the Mr. Bones video I did about a week ago, it seems many went to comment about how Disney stole the character from Legends. While that may be true, before we start this video, I just want to say that that may not be as bad as it seems. Yes, they blatantly hands down copied Mr. Bones from HK-47, but if we step away from that for a second, we can see that they just brought back a piece from the Knights of the Old Republic series, which is huge news for us as fans. Now maybe they'll actually start bringing back more characters and possibly make that cool series that's been going around in a petition with Revan and all the rest of the crew from the Old Republic. Now, onto the video. Mr. Bones, for many who don't know, is based off the character HK-47. Now, HK-47 was an insanely brilliant, funny, and psychotic droid from the old but epic game Knights of the Old Republic. Many of you know what I'm talking about. But for the younger audience here, it was an old but epic game for PC. It was really fun. HK-47 was created by Darth Revan to hunt down Jedi and senators, and when he was meant to hunt down politicians, it was actually more of a selective way of achieving Revan's goals, or anyone he ordered for that matter. HK-47 was well made and really brought this air of fun and comic relief when the game got kinda serious. Now, Mr. Bones would slice people up and sing a little melody while he did it, calling them meatbags, which is exactly what HK-47 would call anything non-droid. The meatbag reference comes from HK-47 having called Malak this, and Malak was Darth Revan's apprentice. Revan liked the term so much that he programmed his droid to say this all the time about non-droid beings. The crazy droid would always speak by prefacing his speech, describing his emotional state with one word, such as query or mockery.
Query, don't I? I was under the assumption that organic meatbags such as yourself enjoyed such forms of address.
He was mostly armed with a blaster rifle, which he was really good at. One of the most fun parts about the game that I remember is that whenever you would use the dark side or do anything negative in the game, HK-47 would become psychotically happy, but then would show immense sadness whenever you'd let someone go free or use light side powers. Mr. Bones would say hugs were like violence made of love, while HK-47's thoughts were, well, check this video out.
Definition. Love is making a shot to the knees of a target 120 kilometers away using an Aerotech sniper rifle with a tri-light scope.
He was a crazy metal droid, but that didn't stop him from generating a massive fan base. And when Lucasfilm took note of this, Aftermath writer Chuck Wendig replicated the popularity by creating Mr. Bones, the droid who was literally based off HK-47. Now, Wendig actually wanted to go into more detail and provide more of an homage towards HK, but Lucasfilm didn't have it. They just weren't down to have the droid come back, for whatever reason. But we all know who they're paying homage to at the end of the day, whether they want to admit it or not. In the third Aftermath novel, there's a full-out callback to HK himself. When the droid suddenly glitches, his voice warps, then says, and I quote,
"Commentary, I say we save you the trouble and blast the meatbag, Master,"
with a strange, hard angle accent. Now, a little bonus fact for Mr. Bones that I'd like to add in there is how in that book, Mr. Bones says he has a memory wielding 4 lightsabers, which makes me think of Grievous. Referring to Mr. Bones, the quote reads, "It remembers an incongruous memory, too. Those beams of light held in its own hands, not 2 hands, but 4, spinning about." Now, his brain in the visual dictionary actually has augmented parts. This allowed him to think and react quicker, as well as analyze an opponent's weak spots better. I wonder if it was just a memory passed down from B-1 battle droids during the time of the Separatists, but it's kinda confusing, which can be expected with Disney governing what is now canon and what isn't. So what do you guys think of HK-47? Do you like Mr. Bones more, or the original, or do you think they're both really funny? Let me know below. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day or night wherever you are watching this in the galaxy. Until we meet again in the next episode of Star Wars Theory, remember,
the Force will be with you always.
Now, fulfill